I'm Alex, and this is my beautiful wife Emma. And we are here to talk about the Ceduna 15 Quad Mk3 by Easy Trail Caravans. And we just want to have a little chat and talk about
what we like, what we don't like, in case you're thinking about getting one yourself. Maybe some things to think about before you buy, or yeah.
So, why did we get this caravan, Emma?
I really like the fact. So it's a hybrid, and what that means is that it's got like a kitchen on the outside, and then basically everything else is on the inside. It's also got like a little kitchenette on the inside, so it's got stovetop and sink on the inside, and we've got a little fridge installed too, so it's kind of got both, but most of the time you do your cooking on the outside. So this has got like a pull-out kitchen, it's got a pantry, it's got this giant pull-out fridge as well, and it's fully off-road, so we can be off the grid for probably around 7 days without like any power, because it's got a bunch of solar panels and stuff like that. So it's also got really big windows, and that was like the clincher for me.
But why did we buy a caravan?
Why did we buy a caravan?
Yes.
We're going around Australia for 7 months with our little kids, who are 3 and 5. They'll be turning 4 and 6 when we're on the trip. And yeah, we're doing a lap of Oz, which is super exciting. Alex has got long service leave, and I have got an online coaching business, so I can sort of take it with me. And yeah, we're going to live our dream to go and check out this amazing country and just do a bit of adventure and all the fun stuff.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Hopefully our kids are kind to us, but they're pretty good, so we'll see.
Yeah. That'll be... We'll stay tuned.
Keep it positive.
We'll keep you posted.
All good things.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we love about the Ceduna? I think Emma touched on it just before. The kitchen is awesome.
Yeah.
It's an outdoor kitchen. It's
super functional.
It's a hybrid caravan, so you basically you do a lot of stuff outside. So not your kitchen and everything isn't inside the caravan, which is great for us because we're camper trailer. We came from camper trailering. I guess that's a word.
Yeah.
So we're used to that. But it does have a little sink and a little stove top inside that if you want to make a cup of tea in the morning, if it's a bit cold, it actually works out really well.
Or if it's a bit windy.
Like every time, pretty much 90% of the time in Western Australia, where we're from.
Yeah.
Just is constantly blowing.
Yeah.
The finish inside.
Perfect.
Amazing.
It's great. And like, I know I said this before, but like the windows are so big and spacious that even though it's quite a small space on the inside, it doesn't feel small. Like it feels really, really spacious. And when you're laying in bed in the morning or at night, like you can actually see the nature that you've come out to.
You feel like you're connected to nature.
Yeah. And you can like see the stars at night. And so many of the other caravans that we checked out, they had these like tiny little box windows. And I just feel like that's the whole point of going camping or caravanning, is to actually be able to look and experience and check out where you are. So that was like a big win for me.
A big one for me was, just water. Every time we've gone camping, I'd have to bring little jerrys of water and constantly think about getting water just for washing up and things like that. But it's got 240 litres of water split between two 120-litre tanks. And that just allows us to have showers, do the dishes. And a lithium battery. Yeah, and water storage is huge, and also power storage. So, you need to run your electronics, you need to run your fridge. We can run the Truma aircon off the batteries. We've got that as an optional extra. Probably won't do that too much, but if it's a 40-degree day and we're dying, we can flick the switch and get the aircon cranking just to bring down the temperature. And just lots of water, lots of power. It's
got 2 bunks for the kids, and they're super spacious, like lots of windows and fans and little personalised lights next to every bed. It's got a toilet and a shower. Like, that was a non-negotiable for me. Having a hot shower. It's got like a little table and like kind of breakfast bar-y type thing for the kids so they can have their Weet Bix in the morning. Yeah, we got the extra fridge installed.
Yeah, so we got a little, an 80 litre stand-up fridge.
Yeah.
I think it's a Dometic. I don't know what the model is, but it's a little mini Dometic fridge, and it's perfect.
Yeah.
I was a bit against the idea at the start, but I think it's a good option to have an inside fridge. Just a small 80 litre one is perfect.
Yeah.
Improvements, Emma. I will go first. So I like to barbecue, like most people camping. So the gasket bayonet at the rear of the caravan that connects to the outdoor kitchen, so you plug it in, all good to go. There's space for an extra bayonet, but it's empty. And the extra bayonet they provide is at the front of the caravan, next to the tow ball hitch. So if you want to have your barbecue near the fridge slide, yeah, that could work, but I reckon they could have had a third bayonet, so you could have had a double at the rear. And I can get that installed at some point. It's just annoying that it isn't done already. I just think it would have been a good addition to have. The other one is the anti-flap kit that came with the caravan. Oh my god.
Don't ask Alex about the anti-flap kit.
I think it could be improved. I don't think...
If you want to put someone in a bad mood.
Yes. If you want to completely cripple their happiness, make them put the anti-flap kit up that came with the caravan. It is very difficult to install, in my view. I'm going to get the guys to show me at
Easy
the
Trail.
PMX campers in Canning Vale, I think it is, where we got it from. Really nice fellas. They're pretty helpful, but yeah, the anti-flap kit is shithouse, so might need to get an aftermarket one, because I can't do 7 months on the road sending that up every day. I will murder people. Will murder the anti-flap kit anyway. The pantry, Emma, would you like to discuss the pantry?
Oh, yeah, so the pantry's good, but doesn't have a lot of like variety in terms of what the different sizes of different things that you can put in there. And they've got so much space for spices, and like all for spices, but like spices fit into such a tiny little section. And so unless you're bringing like, I don't know, like 20 different spices, then it's not super functional. Like there's not many things that will fit in those tiny spaces.
Yeah.
So we're probably going to like rip one of them out altogether.
So to clarify, Emma's talking about these little cages that are installed within the side pantry. So the side pantry's great, but the cages just don't work, and they
take up a lot of space.
They take up a lot of space, and they're just not very practical. It's just a poor design. So
yeah, like one would be great. You didn't need as much as it has. So.
And then the last thing, if you got the aftermarket upgrade that we got, like the Comfort Pack or whatever it's called, the reverse camera that came with the caravan it's like reversing with the 1990s Game Boy as a screen. And I think the Game Boy will do a better job. It is that poor quality. It's meant to be HD, high definition, but yeah, it's terrible.
It's low definition.
I've raised it. They've acknowledged that it isn't great, so they might try and deal with the issue for us once we get another couple of little issues sorted out. So, Emma, why did we choose the Ceduna? We've kind of spoken on it already, but for me it was the off-grid capability. Yeah. So we can go.
And it's just small and compact and simple,
yeah,
but has everything you need. Like, you know, you've got beautiful, comfortable beds, you've got a toilet and a shower, you've got your fridge, you've got the pull-out kitchen. And I reckon when we're up and going, so we've only set it up twice now, but once we're in the routine of it, I reckon the whole setup, maybe not including the anti-flap kit,
without the anti-flap
would
kit,
probably take 20 minutes.
If that.
Like,
it's super easy.
It's so simple and easy. And that was the whole reason that we wanted to go with a caravan rather than like a camper trailer or tent, is we know, like, with young kids, you can't keep them entertained, or you can't just like leave them not entertained for too long. So we wanted something that was super simple that we could kind of rock up, and pull out a few bits and pieces and know to go, and then we've got like a functional home that we can live in. So we're really happy with it. It's been bloody great. Awesome. I can't fault it that much. I think it's fantastic. So What would you give it out of 10?
I'd give it a solid 8.
Yeah, I'd say 9.
A few minor issues that I'd like fixed up, but overall, or all in all, I think it's a really well designed caravan. Caravan itself, I'd give it
Yeah,
a
bit
good 9.
heavy, I think was the one thing you were saying before.
Yeah, but it's because it's got a really solid frame.
Yes.
For the
so I
off-roading.
think the
Lifetime warranty in the frame, apparently. I don't.
yeah, okay. So the off-road ones are apparently a little bit heavier just because they've got all the extra stuff to keep everything protected
And
when
s-
you're like going on real rocky terrain.
And structurally, and you got bigger suspension.
Yeah.
So
that is the price you pay, which we were willing to pay.
which we did pay.
Yeah, which we did
We
pay.
paid. We
A
paid.
good chunk of money.
Yes. Yay. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll be making a few of these videos.
Yeah.
Maybe try and get them out every couple of weeks on our trip around Australia.
So yeah, if you're thinking about doing the same thing, we'll try and speak to that. Because I know when we were thinking about going on this trip, that's what we were like really, really eager for knowledge about. Is like, all right, where do we start? What do we buy? What do we go with? What to do? What not to do? All of those sort of things. So yeah, we'll try and give you as much helpful tips and also share with you all the fuck ups that we make along the way, because there will be many.
And the beautiful locations.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the fun
that
things
too.
we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is more of a record for us when we're old and grey, and
Yeah,
we want to look back.
that's true.
But anyway, if we can help other people along the way, then
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you on the next video. Bye.